Keeping indoor cats in is a nightmare. We tried standard baby gates, we tried extra tall pet gates. Almost every single gate that you can buy online is basically useless for cats. But after months of losing our minds and some truly unhinged DIY setups, have we finally found a solution that works? We need to talk about the absolute train wreck that is the pet gate market. Evolution spent millions of years building a gravity-defying ninja. From a standstill, Oreo and Wolf can jump 5 to 6 times their shoulder height. That's like me casually vaulting a 3-story building. And unlike us, they ain't terrified of the sheer drops. They just look at a barrier and think, yeah, I can clear that. So why do almost all gates fail? Well, that's because they aren't built for cats. They're engineered to solve a completely different problem: human babies. Manufacturing standards are legally designed to stop a clumsy 24-month-old toddler, but rather than designing something bespoke for cat owners, the industry simply takes a toddler gate and then slaps a pet sticker expecting it to hold back an apex predator. But to a cat, that's not a barrier, it's a speed bump. Plus, well, cats are liquid, so the standard regulated bar spacing does absolutely nothing to stop them slipping through. The market is fundamentally broken for cat owners. You are usually left keeping doors closed, dealing with half-baked solutions, or doing what we did. This is the first solution, right? Stairgate out, and for many years this actually worked perfectly. We had no problem. Bear never escaped from this, a Nordic cookie, until we got these beasts, and then all of a sudden this became an issue. No. So our next solution I thought would be a good idea. So I thought, well, we got one stairgate, maybe we need another stairgate because one wasn't enough. This does secure the cats from getting out until the next problem arises. Because they're strong, they can nuzzle the gate away from the door, allowing them to create a gap and squeeze through. So it just doesn't work once they've worked this out. This setup was driving us absolutely nuts. So we reached out to a company called G8. Now we'll show you how it works in a second, but first, who's G8?
The Dog Gate Company designs and sells unique concertina dog safety gates, designed to fit multiple configurations ranging from the front door, but to stairways, hallways and more.
Having solved many dog owners' problems, they stepped into the cat market to create this, the G8 Cat Gate. If you're constantly fighting a losing battle against your own gravity-defying ninjas, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss our future sanity-saving tests. Now, there are a couple of things that caught our eye, but the way it works is the interesting bit. Let's put it together. Hello, mate. Hello. What are you doing over here? In the box is the gate split into 2 sections. There's attachment points with sticky adhesive, screws, some joining clips, a set of instructions, and a cute fabric cover.
So step 1, joining the sections together, like that, I think. And you want the hooks on both sides. Place a G8 clip back plate behind each section, so that's these.
However, there was a problem. Despite a thorough inspection, Oreo couldn't find his instructions. He outsourced 100% of the manual labour to me, whilst also micromanaging every step to ensure quality control.
Bob on your head. We're gonna pop it on your head.
With the gate sections lined up, I place a clip underneath and the other half on top. I then screw them together to join the sections, then simply repeat it until both sides of the gate were connected. Now, initially I did put these screws in the wrong way around, so my supervisor was paying extra special attention.
Right, here we go. So now it's all connected up. So I've connected the bottom half to the top half. Gonna go just about here. Next step is to add the sticky points to the PVC on the door.
The instructions say you need 2 people for this. With Oreo not wanting to get involved, Kay held the gate in place while I stuck the brackets on. You need the gate handles as a guide to know where to stick these. We then stuck 4 brackets on each side, so 8 in total.
I didn't really press one right in the exact place, so I thought, oh, I'll press it and then I could take it back off again. Turns out this stuff literally sticks like shit to a blanket. Okay, so like you want to try and put them on in exactly the right place, otherwise it's going to be more difficult to get them off.
And then we made sure the gate was resting on the floor so it takes the weight. The holes in the brackets are for screws. If you don't have PVC though, they're pretty ugly. We did find a solution for that though. We then left it for 24 hours to let the adhesive fully set. Alright, so now that we've been using this for a while, it's time to break down both the pros and the cons, as well as how it compares to the rest of the market. So let's start with the pros. Number 1, it feels purpose-built. Most pet products out there feel, well,
kind of half-arsed. It's like cats were just an afterthought. But even though this started as a dog gate, the Cat G8 feels tailor-made for our cats. It does exactly what it says on the tin. And number 2, the design is good. Look, style is always a personal choice. For example, I'm not sure Kay would have married me if it wasn't for my beard. But anyway, with the Cat G8, the solid metal structure is great. It feels incredibly well made and it blends right into our house. I mean, look at this behind me. You can hardly see it and it's been right up the whole time. And number 3, it's versatile. So it doesn't restrict any airflow through the house, which is huge. And then when winter hits and it's freezing outside, you can just fold it up and then store it right outside. Super simple. Number 4, I don't know about you, but our cats are out the door faster than a teenage boy can take his pants off when things get hot and heavy in the bedroom. Because the gate is flexible, it's actually really easy to intercept them and stop that dash. Now, G8 even shows how you can set this up on your front door if you have exactly the same issue. Every single product has room to iterate. Let's talk about the cons. First up, friction with the latches. Opening and closing in this isn't quite as smooth as a standard baby gate. It has 2 latches to secure it, which means you have to line everything up twice. Now, we had family over and they figured it out just fine getting in and out. So unless you're going through a specific door constantly, honestly, it's not a huge deal, but it is something that we'd like to see them innovate on in the future. Con 2, precision matters. So look, this isn't entirely on Cat G8, but this gate is only as good as your own measurements. It's flexible enough to forgive any tiny mistakes, but we use an iPhone measure app and it was way off. Plus, if you go with the sticky mounts rather than drilling, you need to make sure that you perfectly secure them or you're just going to be able to peel them off. So at the beginning, do yourself a favor. Take your time and measure twice. Number 3, the bug factor. So because it's an open metal gate, it obviously doesn't block insects. So you are going to have to keep an eye out to make sure that your cat isn't trying to eat a bumblebee or slap around a hornet like what we caught our boys doing the other day. And then finally, number 4. So out the box, it doesn't come with covers for the drill holes, but we actually found a really easy fix for this. So we took a tiny bit of white tack and then a cheap screw cover to smooth out the finish. Problem solved for about £2. Okay, so let's talk about money and options, because you're probably wondering how the Cat G8 stacks up against the competition. If you look at extra tall baby gates, you're looking at anywhere from 120 to 180 pounds. But honestly, using a baby gate for a cat is like bringing a spoon to a knife fight. They're just not really built for the job.
Plus, the pressure fittings are frustrating to put up and take down, and they've got that lovely trip hazard bar to deal with.
And then you've got a brand called Meow Safe. So they do custom options which start around £150 and then they go all the way up to 220. So it uses like this light netting setup, which looks like it's going to get the job done, but I'm not really sure how I feel about the look of it.
But the reviews look mostly positive, so maybe one that we'd love to test in the future.
Another option out there is flat cats. So their concept is actually pretty interesting. They have a self-adhesive mesh with a zipper down the middle. Because of the mesh, it actually stops pesky bugs and it's a bit cheaper.
Starting around £64.
The only downside, navigating their website, honestly, maybe you want to put pins in my eyes. And then on the complete lighter end of the budget, you can actually find generic magnetic or Velcro fly screens on online marketplaces. So they run anywhere from around £15 to £50 depending on your door size. So upstairs, we actually use these on our windows. And to be honest, they've been pretty great. But for a door, a friend of mine actually went this route. And for the most part, it's actually worked really well. Although recently she's actually put a baby gate in front of the screen because her Maine Coon is both massive and very mischievous. So all of this brings us then back to the Cat G8. So these things start off around £100 and they can go all the way up to 280, depending on the size that you need. They're definitely not cheap, but your last name doesn't need to be Musk to afford one either. And also, more importantly, buying from Cat G8 means you're supporting a tiny little inventive UK startup rather than a slow-moving faceless corporation. Yes, the Cat Gate has minor hiccups, but in the grand scheme of things, they don't really matter because the product actually works. Okay, last up, transparency. The G8 team did send us this gate for free to test out,
But let's be absolutely clear here, the video is not sponsored, we did not make a single penny from them, and we get 0 kickbacks if you decide to buy one. So there's no hidden agenda here, we're just sharing it purely really because we're obsessed with finding products that work. And honestly, in our house, as you can see is up, it's been a complete game changer. What is the most ridiculous thing that your cat has done to try and escape? Or better yet, what absolute monstrosity of a DIY gate have you tried to build to stop them? Let us know in the comments below. We need to know that we weren't the only ones losing our mind over this. And if this video did save you from buying another useless toddler gate, make sure you hit the like button. And then before you go, have you seen these feeders? Don't buy the wrong one, otherwise it will cost you. Check out this video here to see why. Thank you for watching, keep your liquid ninjas safe, and we'll see you in the next one.